Hey guys, welcome back to Winter Rose. So I thought I would update you with some of my bracelet designs I've had from all my recent hauls. I finally had enough time to actually sit down and plan them out and whatnot. So I thought I'd start with my family bracelet. So the new addition is my brother's Star Wars charm. So we have the family tree, my first brother's charm, the cup of tea charm for the whole family, my other brother's charm, the Kate and William charm, mum and dad, and then I also added on the heart dangle because really family is about love and being all linked together, so I thought that might be nice to go together. So that is the family bracelet. The next one is the Christmas tree on my Christmas bangle. So I finally got a gap between the two snow globes. Again, this one is a work in progress, so I'm not too sure if it'll have any more added onto it, but for now this is what it is. It's been very hard to sort of knock down some of the bracelets. I've decided to leave my rose gold one as a Halloween theme. As you'll see in another video, I moved SpiderMan off there just because it made more sense to do so. So I now have kind of two holiday themed bracelets going. And the last one is my retired bracelet, which has been a little while since I've shared. So I added on the raindrop safety chain. Of course, I've still got my purple Murano, my Deathly Hallows, and the second bell charm that I purchased. I added on two safety clips from one of my recent hauls. So the first one is the knotted hearts, and then next to that we have the Hogwarts Express. This is followed by, in the middle, these are some of my very first charms. So you've got the Cancer dangle with the two spaces, followed by the Patronus charm, and then the little Viking Vigor, and then I've got my second of the two clips that I added on. I didn't clean them. I thought it added some nice texture to them, so eventually I will clean them. And then over here we have the Mother of Pearl charm that I had, my Panda Bear, and my second green glass Murano. So that is the updated bracelets with the new charm additions onto those ones. So it'll be a series of all. I'll show you my Pandora Me. So the last time I shared this, I was a little upset with how it was looking. I wasn't really liking how it was looking. So what I've done is I've added on just one of the links the padlock charm. In the middle here, I've added the devil head bobble. So now I've got the three mini dangles together. So the pearl charm, the mini devil head, and the planet charm. On the second link, I added the key to the lock. So if I ever want to move it, I can just move it. And then on the purple link, I added my chameleon. So I did move him off the Harry Potter bracelet because I've moved that around as well. So I thought that might go nicely with the purple and the blues that are coming along. So that is my updated Pandora Me bracelet. In the middle here we've got the Harry Potter bangles. So the only really thing that I did was I took the chameleon off, which was in the middle here between the two opal ones. I added some charms in between, so I added the Regal Heart here, the Dreamcatcher charm here, and in the middle here I've added the sort of like the padlocky charm. So I thought this goes, it's focusing today. I thought this went nicer with what I was doing, so you know, it doesn't really have a theme, it just happens to be on a Harry Potter bangle. I just liked how this sat better with the colours and then the silver breaking it up. So keeping sort of like that magic iridescent type Muranos together, and then breaking it up with like following your dreams and stuff like that, and then, you know, setting your goals with locks. And then the third one in this part 2 is my summer bracelet. So I still have my stopper here just to, you know, in case it comes off my wrist, at least none of the charms are going to fall off. So I added those sky Muranos that I found. I've put them next to the sunset Murano, so you've got, you know, daytime, nighttime. This was one of my recent hauls with the shell charm. My octopus is still there. And then on the other side I've just done the same. So I haven't really changed this around. I've just added charms on the end and in the middle, just to give it a bit more color. I really like the blue and the sunset contrast. It's coming up nicely. I'll probably put maybe one or two more on here, and then that'll be it, because being leather, they can't have any more really than 7 to 8 anyway, and there's already 6 on here, so this one will probably stay like this. So I'm really happy with this at the moment. I just love how this has turned out. It took a good 45 minutes of planning all these bracelets. So this is part 2. Bracelets, they are little changes, so they are going to be very short videos. So this is my current personality bracelet that I'm working on. So I still haven't managed to find the wheat green clips that I want. They are retired, so I'm still looking for them. So in the meantime, I still have the 2 stoppers, one on each end. The only new addition is this padlock charm with nature. Because I love locks and keys and things like that, I decided to add that onto my personality bracelet. So a love of nature kind of goes together really nicely. So that is the first one. This one probably has the most change for this group. So I took Spidey off my Halloween bracelet that I made just before the start of Halloween, and I decided to put him on here. I did actually use the other 2 clips, so this being a sort of 2-tone, multi-tone bracelet, so I'm not really too strict on like if it's all silver, but like Hedwig, for example, has a teeny tiny bit of red in the envelope, so he qualifies. The only one that really doesn't is this stopper here, but I actually like the subtlety. The way that it's tarnished, it's kind of given it 2 tones anyway. So I added Spidey in the middle. And I added the second of the clips that I purchased from that haul, because it is definitely 2 tones. So it's got the gold with the ZZ in the middle. So this one is starting to come together. Still need to get a safety chain of some kind, but however, I started to distribute the weight a bit more, because it was all starting to, this one is a bit big for my wrist, so I just want to keep the weight even in case I decide to sell the bracelet. So I don't want to stretch it too much, because it's actually still pretty good. And then the third one is my ever-growing space theme, and the only thing I added on this side was the star charm that I recently got at a retired store. So this side is still pretty plain and silver, so I added in the silver star on this side just to break it up a little bit more. So there's probably only room for about 3, maybe 3 charms.